Okay, Rini, you have an idea for your next vlog?
Yes, well, in Scrum the product owner is really important, and I am training product owners many times, and last week we also had a course, and I noticed there are not really product owners in the room, but there are mostly delegated product owners, so I thought dealing with that in the vlog.
Okay, and what is a delegated product owner? What do you do besides that?
Well, a delegated product owner is most of the time a functional designer or a business analyst who assists the real product owner by doing the work. Work on the backlog, working with the team, working on the user stories, etc. But I'm a bit sorry for them because they are responsible, but at the same time they don't really have the mandate to take decisions. So they get the worst of both in a way.
Okay, I understand. And do you have some tips for them how to handle this situation?
Yeah, I have some general tips to deal with that, and that was indeed what I would like to do in the vlog.
Okay, and you have a big takeaway for them?
The big takeaway? Well, I think the big takeaway, if you are a delegated product owner, is to work closely with the product owner, but make sure that you have the mandate to decide over 3 sprints, so that you have the work worked out in detail, which is ready for about 3 sprints, and you are able to decide which goes in which sprint, because then you can work with the product owner to prepare the following sprints, but you can help the team by shifting work along 2-3 sprints, and that works.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting. If you start writing, I'll get the cameras.
Okay, I start writing.
Brilliant.
In Scrum, the product owner role is crucial. After all, the backlog decides what comes out of the sprint at the end. And I see a misunderstanding with the product owner role. In principle, the product owner is there to decide, to order the backlog, to make sure that the most important stuff is on top and is being tackled by the team first. And the misunderstanding that I see in practice is that this product owner is somebody who really details this backlog completely by himself or herself. So really writing detailed user stories, working with stakeholders, working with the team and doing all the work. Well, the thing is that the real product owner in many organizations is a strategic position. And this person does not have the time to do all that work. So then the easy solution is to find a delegated product owner. And that we see more and more often. But there's a kind of contradictory in it, because you cannot delegate product ownership. You're the product owner, you're responsible for the product. You can delegate the work, that's true, but delegate it to the team. After all, they should carry the understanding of it, so why not delegate it to them? So when you're a product owner and you don't have time enough, put somebody in the team to do that. Put a functional designer, a business analyst in the team, but let the team as a whole work on the backlog and support you in your role. But still, when you're in an organization and you are the delegated product owner, and you cannot change that, what can you do? I think there are 4 things you can do. The first thing, make sure there is work ready for sprints for about 2 to 3 sprints. So you can shift work around. Then agree with the product owner, the real product owner, that you get the mandate to shift work between these 3 sprints. So you can help the team to get the best sprint at first. The third thing you should do is organize a weekly backlog grooming meeting with yourself, with the team, but also with the strategic product owner. So you can clarify together what needs to be done, and you can then detail the work and the user stories later on after the meeting. And the fourth thing, I think, is to establish a hotline. Establish a daily call, 10 minutes, with the strategic product owner to make sure he's at bay and he can help you and you start understanding his or her decisions. So, wrapping up, the product owner is crucial. After all, else you get garbage in, garbage out. But understand that a delegated product ownership is not enough. Because the work of the product owner cannot be delegated. You can only delegate the work, but do it to the team.
This videoblog is sponsored by Awareness.
And Frans, have you taped it?
Yeah, Rini, it's a wrap.
And what do you think about it?
Well, I like this idea about this delegated product ownership. It reminded me of the weekend.
Oh, why?
Well, my wife and I were cooking dinner. And when I sat at the table having dinner, I thought, I am the strategic product owner of the dinner.
Yeah, so?
Well, I can put my wife to delegated product owner of the kitchen.